Good afternoon and welcome to Live at 5 on WBON Channel 9, where every local story starts here. I'm Gwendolyn Morton. Well, an injury accident on I-75 lands a passenger vehicle 300 foot over an embankment, and a local daycare worker is behind bars following reports of abuse. But first, in our lead story of the day, there were some tense moments in the Banyans neighborhood in Richmond just off Duncannon Road this morning. WBON spoke with the grandmother of a 9-year-old boy that was thought to be the target of an attempted kidnapping. The child was on his way to the bus stop when a mid-sized red SUV pulled up and tried to start a conversation. The boy recognized that he could be in a dangerous situation and ran into a neighbor's home. Doorbell video footage from the home shows the boy running into the home, followed by a figure in the background. WBON reached out to the Richmond Police Department, who said that the incident was a misunderstanding. The SUV carrying a family friend that was just trying to say hi. The Richmond Police Department says that the case is now closed. A very scary situation for sure there, but a smart little boy to run off. Well, take a look at this accident scene and the rescue effort from an injury accident in Rockcastle County. It happened on I-75 at the 57-mile marker southbound. A vehicle went over a nearly vertical embankment, plunging nearly 300 feet. The single occupant was extracted from the vehicle and transported to the St. Joseph Hospital in London for treatment. According to the Mount Vernon Fire Department, the rescue required multiple agency responses with a large assortment of wreckers, equipment, and numerous personnel to transport tools to the vehicle, extricate the driver, and retrieve the vehicle back up the hill, over the guardrail, and then back onto that roadway. No update on that driver's condition as of press time. Those photos that you're looking at are courtesy of the Mount Vernon Fire Department. It's a scary picture there for sure. Well, on August the 16th, Richmond police report being dispatched to a daycare operation on Lexington Road in reference to an unresponsive 5-month-old that was possibly having a seizure. The child was treated at UK Children's Hospital, where it was determined the injuries of the child were consistent with abuse. The child was also reportedly diagnosed with bilateral subdermal hematomas, or a brain bleed. Upon initial investigation, detectives of the Richmond Police Department noted 22-year-old Taisha Smith, a daycare worker, as the prime suspect. It was reported that she was working the day of the symptoms that surfaced, and she specifically denied observing any trauma occurring with the child. This past Friday, Taisha reportedly consented to a polygraph test in Frankfort. There she admitted, according to the citation, that she lied about what happened previously and began to tell officials that she dropped the child while she was standing. She also admitted to not seeking medical help for the child out of fear that her co-workers would be disappointed. Smith was arrested and lodged in the Madison County Detention Center on charges of criminal abuse first degree of a child under 12 years old. Well, after a 5-hour manhunt in Lexington concluded on Sunday with a suspect arrested, Lexington officers spotted a man with many warrants and tried to contact him. The suspect, who was armed, fled the cops into the wooded area near the Interstate 75. Lexington Emergency Response Team officials, along with crisis negotiators units, came and were able to get the suspect to give himself up. The suspect then approached police and turned himself in without any other problems. However, I-75 was shut down for quite a long period during that negotiation process. And another just violent weekend in Lexington, as Lexington residents and the Lexington Metro Police Department were called to 4 different shootings in a matter of just 6 hours. The calls started to come in just before 8:30 p.m. on Saturday night. According to reports, 3 men were found in the area of West New Circle Road suffering from gunshot wounds, and another man apparently related to the same incident later walked into an area hospital. Of the 4 men shot, one of those men is believed to have life-threatening injuries. The second call came in just a couple hours later. When police responded to the call, they found a man suffering serious injuries and a woman with non-life-threatening injuries. Just before 1 a.m., police responded to the area of West 6th Street, where they again found a man suffering from non-life-threatening injuries. The final call came in about 2 a.m. Police arrived on the scene on Richmond Road, where 2 gunshot victims were found, a man and woman, both suffering from non-life-threatening injuries. Anyone with information pertaining to any of the shootings is asked to contact authorities. Staying in Lexington, just today, multiple deaths are under investigation in Lexington. According to sources, 2 bodies were found in 2 separate locations this morning. One of the bodies was found near Red Berry Circle in the back of an unoccupied vehicle. The cause of death is still unknown on that victim. Police were also sent out to a recycling center on Thompson Road about a half an hour later, after the first body was found. Upon arriving at the scene, a second body was found. The cause of death, and that is also unknown. If you have any information on either of these deaths, you're asked to please contact the Lexington Police Department by calling 859-258-3600, or you can always drop an anonymous tip on the Bluegrass Crime Stoppers by calling 859-253-2020. Well, a man who has been part of the University of Kentucky was arrested last week. 65-year-old Kevin Reel, the chair of the UK Department of Communication, is accused of sexually abusing a child under the age of 12. Reel has since been placed on administrative leave, and according to reports, police arrested him on Thursday. Reel is charged with incest, sexual abuse, and sodomy. UK spokesperson Jay Blanton said the school is taking this issue very seriously. Reel's preliminary hearing is set for October the 2nd. Well, Governor Andy Beshear joined Louisville Mayor Greg Fisher and leadership of the Louisville Fire Department for a memorial ceremony at the department's headquarters in downtown Louisville Sunday, September the 11th, to remember the lives lost in the terrorist attacks on September the 11th, 2001, and to recognize the sacrifices of first responders that day. Every year on September 11, we come together to grieve those we lost, to remember the heroism and the brave first responders, and to be resolved that we will never tolerate or allow terrorism to target the United States of America, said Governor Beshear. Today we remember, and it reminds us all to be better. In accordance with a proclamation from the White House, the governor directed that flags at all state office buildings be lowered to half-staff on Sunday in commemoration of Patriot Day and National Day of Service, and remembrance and honor of those lost on the 9/11 attacks. Flags across the Commonwealth are already at half-staff in honor of the remembrance of Queen Elizabeth II of the United Kingdom. Governor Beshear encourages individuals, businesses, and organizations throughout the Commonwealth to join in this tribute. And with that, we're going to take a quick break, but don't go anywhere. We've got weather, we've got sports, and we've got some traffic updates that you're going to want to know about coming up soon.
Man Chrysler in Richmond is Truck Town, USA. New trucks, used trucks, little trucks, big trucks, short trucks, long trucks. Hey, that's not a truck. Work trucks and fancy trucks. Who says you can't get a truck? Come on down to Man Chrysler Dodge Jeep in Richmond for your best deal today. Truck Town, USA.
Fayette County Corrections is seeking employees who want to work now, and they are ready and willing to help you get started today.
When you first come here, you'll be with me for 5 weeks, and we will teach you the book work, which consists of PowerPoints, some physical activity.
Working at the Fayette Corrections facility is a job you can be proud of.
When I leave at home, I would tell my kids that, hey, I'm going to work to keep the bad guys in so you all be safe on the outside.
Apply today at lexingtonky.gov/correctionsjobs.
You may think the only way to pay for a nursing home is to spend down your life savings or sell your home. Elder Law Lexington can protect your home and life savings through a comprehensive plan so you can qualify for Medicaid. When there's a plan in place, you can rest assured knowing your estate is handled and your family is covered. Give them a call at 888-4-ELDER-LAW or go to elderlawlexington.com. Their Berea office is now open for your convenience.
Do you have dripping registers like this? Drywall issues like this? High humidity can cause a very uncomfortable and sometimes damaging environment. It doesn't matter the age of your system. Improper installation and sizing are the failure. Here at Madison HVAC, we look at your home as a complete system, not just the pieces of equipment attached to your house. Give us a call today at 859-625-1471 so we can provide your solution. And remember, we fix that too.
Davis & Powell Funeral Home in Berea. From our attention to detail, a diverse staff, and the best aftercare in the business, there's no better local choice to take care of your family in a difficult time than Davis & Powell. Call in to discuss pre-planning and preparations so there'll be no additional burden on your family. Davis & Powell Funeral Home in Berea. For additional information, check them out at davisandpowellfuneralhome.com. Davis & Powell Funeral Home, always going the extra mile.
I'm Michelle. And I'm Jennifer, and in the spring of 1992, Bishop Small Engine Repair was born in our mom and dad's barn in Estill County.
Then in the fall of 1992, we made the move to Madison County, where we are today. With the support of our family, customers, and community, we have continued to grow in the outdoor power industry. With a full line of products from Cub Cadet, Grasshopper, Echo, and Shindawa, we can help you tackle your yard so you can enjoy it with your family. Bishop Small Engine Repair, where our focus is our customer. Stop on in, 119 North Estill Avenue in Richmond.
We can't wait to see you.
Welcome back to Live at 5. I don't know if you've been outside today, but if you haven't, don't walk, run. It is absolutely gorgeous out there. A very mild, beautiful day with some sunshine. It was actually cool this morning. I had the windows down on the car on the way to work. We've got Susie Martin in the Weather Center. She's going to let us know if this is going to stay or if we're going to see some more of the warm stuff returning to the area.
Thank you so much, Gwendolyn, from the Madison HVAC Weather Center. I'm meteorologist Susie Martin. Bright blue skies and a taste of fall as we've got this shot of cooler air that's settled into place. An area of high pressure is now in control, and this is going to result in a stretch of sunshine for the next few days. We do have a little bit of the taste of fall, right? The crisp mornings ahead, and we do have nice low humidity as well. We will be warming back up, though, but we are under the influence of an area of high pressure. So that means the air is sinking, diverging. That dries out the air, hence why we associate areas of high pressure with fair weather. Meanwhile, when you have low, you have convergence and lift, and that allows for condensation and cloud cover and eventually precipitation to occur. Well, we're on this side of the equation as this bubble of high pressure is in place. So let's take a look at tonight's forecast because we are going to be tracking this cooler weather. We've got mostly clear skies heading into tonight. We've got lows bottoming out in the mid-50s. Let's go ahead and take a look at our forecast precipitation-wise. Again, minimal as we do have very dry air conditions now underway. So with that said, fair weather is expected. We're not anticipating much in the way of rain at all for the next few days, in fact, as we are going to be quite limited moisture-wise. Very, very dry air will be in progress. We'll feel the cool weather, though, for tonight. Take a look at how chilly it'll be in the morning. We'll get down to 52 here in Richmond, Irvin down to 53 degrees, and Danville also down to 53. As we look ahead into the day tomorrow, it's going to be a beautiful scene. Highs in the 70s with fair weather from Frenchburg into Stanford. Mount Vernon, a high of 75 degrees. Berea at 76. It should be a lovely, lovely day. The dew point temperature is quite low in the mid-50s. That's an indication of how dry we get. Now, we will start to see, though, those temperatures climbing over the next few days and the moisture gradually building back in, so feeling a little more sticky by the second half of the week. But enjoy this nice taste of fall and a dry stretch of weather ahead.
Thanks, Susie. And for weather all the time, you can find it on Channel 9 online. Check out our Facebook page and WBONTV.com. Well, on Friday evening, a deadly crash occurred in Georgetown that took the motorcyclist's life near Lexington Road. 48-year-old Shannon Aubrey collided with a vehicle and upon inspection was pronounced dead at the scene. The overall accident is still under investigation. Morgan Johnson, the man accused of a deadly abduction in 2018, was sentenced Thursday to 35 years in prison. Police say Johnson kidnapped a woman and took her to a home on Squires Woods Way, where he sexually assaulted her and then shot and killed 19-year-old Christopher Spencer at that home. Johnson pled guilty to murder, unlawful imprisonment, and burglary. His rape charge was dismissed as part of that plea agreement. With that, we're going to take a quick break. We got sports coming up here in just a minute. We've got Michael Watkins and Dawson Rule in the sports room just here after this break.
Are you looking for a great career opportunity? Join the team at BG-CAP. The Bluegrass Chemical Agent Destruction Pilot Plant is having a job fair Tuesday, September 13th from 4 p.m. to 8 p.m. and then on Thursday, September 15th from 4 p.m. to 8 p.m. That's Suite A26, previously the Habitat Restore in the Richmond Mall. They are seeking applicants for plant operators, environmental technicians, and laboratory technicians. Change your life with this great career opportunity close to home.
At Fast Flow Plumbing, you aren't sending your money to Texas and Florida to the big corporate plumbing companies. We're local, and that allows us to invest in the latest technologies like Permaliner for no-dig sewer replacements, which we warranty for 20 years. Fast Flow is the future of plumbing. Don't destroy your landscaping and finished basement because a plumber tells you he has to replace your sewer. Keep your home beautiful. Call a local pro at Fast Flow.
Choose Mercy Health, Markham and Wallace Hospital for your health care. Consider having your preventative care such as a CT lung screening, a mammogram, or a colonoscopy at Markham and Wallace Hospital. You can feel safe to come to the hospital campus. Following CDC guidelines, our care team is doing everything possible to ensure your safety and well-being. For more information about Markham and Wallace Hospital, call 606-723-2115 or visit mercy.com.
Batteries Unlimited in Richmond can energize you when your batteries fade out. They can also cut and make most home and automobile keys, replace and program key fobs, and make copies of your house keys. Plus, cell phone screen repair. Bring in your Apple or Samsung today. We are your home for all batteries. Go see Chris at Batteries Unlimited, Commercial Drive in Richmond.
Granite, marble, and quartz for any surface. Make a lifetime commitment you won't regret.
You can catch the best of the West right here on WBON, Richmond's very own Channel 9. On Draw Western Theater.
Welcome back to Live at 5. We've got exciting weekend local football teams in Madison County. All 4 teams played, and 3 of them were actually out on the road, and all 4 brought home wins. With Michael Watkins and Dawson Rule, here's our daily sports report.
It was a huge weekend for the local area football teams, Dawson, and it all got started on Friday night. But we got to start at EKU and Bowling Green State on Saturday.
Yeah, what a game that was. 7 overtimes. One of the most talked about college football games in America. So, wow, let's get started with that one.
Yeah, the Colonels jumped out to an early a deficit, fought their way back, had a lead at halftime, had a huge second quarter, led 24-17 at the half. Then things kind of went awry, especially in the fourth quarter. They gave up that lead, but Parker McKinney doing Parker McKinney things. The team marches down the field. They get the game-tying touchdown and extra point with no time on the clock, and it goes to overtime, but it didn't stop there.
No, more overtimes, but I want to go back to that game, that last play. That was awesome, with no time left, too. And not only one overtime, like you said, it went all the way to 7 overtimes, and they kept trading scores. Sometimes they didn't score, sometimes both teams scored.
Yeah, and the Colonels tried some trickery during one of the overtimes, didn't work, but the defense came away with a big stop. Just really impressive performance from the EKU Colonels as they get the win over an FBS school for the first time since 2014. And this 7 overtime game, Dawson, it is the longest game in college football history, or the second longest game in college football history. The longest game took place last year when a game went to 9 overtimes. But just an all-around incredible performance. Got to see Walt Wells on the sideline, and that was really cool as well.
Yeah, they were playing for him. They were not going to lose that game no matter how many overtimes it took. They were going to get it for Coach Walt Wells that he's back there now. And they're going to be at home this week, so it's going to be a big one coming up.
Big thing for the Colonels at home versus Charleston Southern this week. We'll look back at the win on Saturday and do much more a discussion about that game coming up on the Jack Burford Chevrolet Sports Show tonight. Also on Saturday, the Berea Pirates got their first win of the season, knocking off Caverna in big-time fashion.
Yeah, first home game and first win, homecoming, lots of good things for the Pirates. And it wasn't a close win, it was a blowout, and they really needed that for program building purposes.
Yeah, they needed to get some confidence to themselves. Jamil Cruz got things started with this touchdown right here. Early in the first quarter, defense played well, and you could tell that once Berea got some momentum on their side, they were not going to look back. Some big stops defensively, and Caverna came in. They had some big boys. The 2 Martin boys, the tight end right here, he catches the ball. The Pirates made a good job defensively of bringing him down. Tyson Martin and Kenyon Martin were their 2 big offensive weapons for Caverna, and the Pirates shut them down. And what I was most impressed with offensively for Berea was the way that they were able to spread the ball around. Colburn threw the ball well. He ran the ball well. He had weapons in Cody Roberts, Jamil Cruz. Keith made some nice catches. Dorsey caught the long touchdown pass. So the Pirates looked really good on offense, and I was really impressed with their offensive line as well on Saturday.
Yeah, just all systems playing perfect on Saturday for the Pirates. Hopefully they can continue that as the season goes on. It's not an easy schedule for them, but this is the first of hopefully many more wins.
Yeah, and I think when I talked to Frank Parks earlier today, he talked about it being a confidence builder, was really impressed with the way his offensive line played. And going back to our sports show tonight, you'll be able to hear the full interview with the Pirates head coach coming up this evening. They'll be back at home this Friday as well. There were 2 games on Friday night for Madison Central and Madison Southern, both blowout victories. We'll start in South Laurel, start in London with the Indians knocking off the Cardinals. Just a really impressive win for Madison Central. We know those first 3 games were super, super close. This one, not as close. Indians blow it out, and I got a big win on Friday night.
They rested some of their injured players, too, and thankfully they just needed a game like this with a little less stress, just a fun win where they get to enjoy themselves and be a team and not have to worry about making a game-winning drive in the last second again.
Hagan Harrison comes into that game with 4 passing touchdowns on the year. He's looked really good at times. He throws for 5 in that game on Friday night. Got everybody involved from Jaden West to the tight end Travis Grant. Parker Mullins gets in the end zone. Brock Eade scoring a touchdown. So everybody that was able to play put up some big numbers, and that's one thing that Mike Holcomb doesn't want to talk about is the injuries on his team. He doesn't want to talk about that. He wants to focus on the guys that are out there, but there are some big names not playing for the Indians right now.
And there were some second and third stringers that got some action. They look pretty good, too, out there against South Laurel. So the future of the Indians is bright, and they're 4-0 with another good game coming up this Friday.
Yeah, Central should be able to rest those starters again this week when they take on Lafayette. And again, we'll hear from Mike Holcomb on the sports show tonight. Madison Southern on the road. Huge win for the Eagles as they get their first win of the season, but more importantly, the first win in the coaching career of Mark Payne.
Yeah, it's always tough to get that first win. You've never done it before. As a head coach, he was obviously an assistant at Southwestern, and a good one to get against Lafayette this week. It starts a new era of Madison Southern football.
Had 2 heartbreaking losses. You had the big lead against Southwestern in week 1. You gave that game away. Back and forth with Madison Central 2 weeks ago before you lose that game in overtime. So they finally pull out one of those games, had a running clock, and again, confidence builders for a team with some inexperienced guys at the quarterback position. Some of these wide receivers, some of these running backs have never played under Mark Payne before. So they're just trying to figure things out, and a big win on Friday night to give this team some confidence as they go forward. But another tough test for them this Friday when they host Pulaski County.
Yeah, I was looking earlier today. Pulaski County's in the top 25 of the KSR football rankings for high school, so that's another tough game for Southern. But now they've got a win under the belt. They've got some confidence, like you said. Maybe they can go out there and upset Pulaski County.
All 4 of our coverage area teams picking up victories over the weekend. A very fun weekend of high school and college sports. I know my boy Dawson had a good birthday on Saturday, celebrating a Kentucky win as well.
Okay.
We will talk more about those games and everything else tonight on the Jack Burford Chevrolet Sports Show. Join us along with Samantha Burford, hear from all 3 of the local high school football coaches, and we'll recap that big exciting win for EKU and look ahead to their first home game this Saturday. All that coming up tonight at 6 p.m. on the Jack Burford Chevrolet Sports Show. For Dawson Rule, I'm Michael Watkins. Thanks for joining us here on WBON TV Sports. Back over to Gwendolyn.
Thanks, Michael and Dawson. Lots of great games happened right here all over the weekend. We're going to take another quick break. We've got a traffic impactor that you're want to know about right here in Madison County coming up right after this break.
Hey Madison County, did you know Berea Ace Hardware is more than just a hardware store? Berea Ace Hardware carries the top brands like Skag, Echo, Steel, Spartan, Toro, Bentelli e-bikes, Wolf brand scooters, Trailmaster go-karts, and Red Cat Racing RC cars. Check us out at BereaAce.com. We sell fun at Berea Ace.
Ace is the place with the helpful hardware, folks.
Looking for some fun? The Galaxy Bowling Center has a league for you. No matter your skill level, you can come out, make some new friends, and have a great time. Call 624-4444 for details. Or if you're more of a trivia person, Champions Grill has you covered every Tuesday starting at 7 with great prizes and all-you-can-eat wings for only $19.99. Why go anywhere else? The Galaxy Bowling Center and Champions Grill, your ticket to fun just off I-75, exit 87 in Richmond.
To some, it's just a boat. But to Jim, it's his escape from meetings, traffic, and the grind of daily life. He may not catch any keepers, but he wouldn't trade his day on the lake for anything in the world. That's why his boat is insured by Kentucky Farm Bureau. But it's not just Kentucky's Farm Bureau. It's Jim's Recharge the Battery Farm Bureau. My Farm Bureau.
David Mayo, John Rader, and Chris Hornsby with Kentucky Farm Bureau.
Support local and get your vehicle running at its peak performance with CT Diesel Performance off exit 97 in Richmond. Chris Thorne and his staff specialize in diesel performance and repair that will service any vehicle, big or small, with oil changes, brakes, tires, alignments, and more. Broke down and need a tow? Well, call CT Diesel at 859-699-8712. Like them on Facebook to enter a weekly drawing for a free oil change. CT Diesel Performance off exit 97 in Richmond.
It's the common thread that ties us together, making life better for everyone. At CVNB, that means better banking, better accounts and lending, better experiences, better schools and better communities. Better. It's what ties us together. CVNB. Bank better.
Being prepared for various types of disasters is one of the best ways to ensure the safety of your family, friends, and community. The Madison County Emergency Management Agency and the Chemical Stockpile Emergency Preparedness Program is here and ready to support community emergency response. For how to be prepared, make emergency kits, know your zone, and shelter-in-place information, contact EMA CSEP at 624-4787 or visit madisoncountyky.us/EMA. Madison County EMA CSEP, your partner in preparedness.
Welcome back to Live at 5. The Kentucky Transportation Cabinet advises motorists of scheduled pothole repair operations. Rolling roadblocks will be utilized for the work. The Kentucky State Police will be assisting with traffic control. Motorists will be able to pass through that work zone that is starting today and going all the way through Friday, September the 16th on I-75. Operations will begin at the Madison-Rockcastle line as milepoint 73 and progress to Duncannon Lane at exit 83. Repair work will begin on the northbound side and then move over to the southbound side. The traveling public should expect delays during the hours of scheduled repair operations. Motorists in Kentucky can report potholes for state routes through the following. They can call toll-free 1-877, the word for, FOR, KYTC, or they can also call 1-800-PATCH-IT. Residents can report road hazards, including potholes, under the Contact Us menu on the Kentucky Transportation website as well. Thanks so much for joining us today right here on WBON Live at 5. Don't forget, we've got the sports show coming up at 6. Have a great night. I'll see you tomorrow live at 5.